I am a voice speaking to you from the ancient past. I stand on the very streets where our history began. I am speaking from the early days of the kingdoms of Israel. This was a time when the air was thick with prophecy. It was an age when God spoke directly to men. These men carried messages far beyond human understanding. We remember them today as our prophets: Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Zechariah. They did not speak to make you feel comfortable. They did not offer casual words or gentle suggestions. They spoke in warnings that shook the earth. They spoke in poetry that pierced the heart. They saw visions that made kings tremble. Yet, through all their thunder, one specific command remained. Across generations, empires, and oceans, the message never changed. It was a decree of exile, return, and absolute duty. Listen closely to what they were actually saying. This is not just a beautiful story from old books. This is a direct order from the Creator of the universe. It is a command ringing out to you today. It is a call to every single Jewish soul alive. Every Jew in the world is ordered by God to move. You are commanded to pack your lives and come home. Living in this specific land is not a personal choice. It is a mitzvah. It is a sacred binding commandment. Isaiah looked straight through 2,700 years of history. He saw you living in distant foreign lands. He looked at the modern world and carried God's voice. God said, "I will find you." God said, "I will bring you home." Isaiah promised that God would reach out a second time. He will gather his children from the ends of the earth. We saw this happen before our very eyes. In 1948, against all human odds, Israel was reborn in a single day. The modern state of Israel rose from the ashes of history. You were not created to blend into other nations. You were forged to be a light to the entire world. But you can only be that light here. Your survival on this soil proves to the world that God is alive. Ezekiel spoke from the darkest, coldest days of captivity. He looked at our scattered people and saw a valley of dry bones. We looked dead, lost, and forgotten to the world. We felt that absolute darkness in the horrors of history. But God showed Ezekiel a miracle that broke through the graveyard of exile. The bones came together and stood up as a great army. God breathed life back into them only on one condition. They had to be planted firmly back in their own land. Look at what is happening across the globe today. The illusion of safety in foreign lands is shattering before our eyes.
Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
We are witnessing an alarming, explosive rise in anti-Semitism worldwide. The ancient hatred has awakened in the streets of Europe, America, and beyond. It is in the universities, on the news, and outside synagogue doors. The world is turning its back, making it clear that the diaspora is no longer a safe haven. This darkness is a screaming signal from history. It is proof that the walls of exile are crumbling. You cannot fully thrive where you are constantly forced to hide who you are. Zechariah looked far ahead to the days we are seeing right now. He saw a vibrant, restored Jerusalem. He saw streets filled with the laughter of children. He saw elderly citizens sitting safely in the sun. Walk through the modern streets of Israel today. You will see Zechariah's vision alive in every cafe, school, and park. Here, you do not have to hide your identity. Here, your shield is your own people, and your ground is holy. The message of history, prophecy, and today's headlines is one single, crying command. The time of wandering in the dark is officially over. Exile is not your destiny. You do not belong in the far corners of a hostile world. You belong on the mountains of Judea. You belong in the streets of Jerusalem. This land was promised to your ancestors forever. It is waiting for you to fulfill your holy duty. God is calling your name through the thunder of our times. The land is waiting. Pack your bags, lift up your eyes, and come home.